Welcome back, guys. Another week I didn't win, and I'm back in zone 3 where I belong. By the way, it's the second time I've recorded this video this evening, because the first time I recorded it I had my headset on that I use for work, but I had the microphone too close to my mouth, so every time I breathed out that's all you could hear was so I had to bin that and go through it all again. So where was I? Look, zone 3, miles away from the winner. I'm very surprised actually to see it so high and that far to the right. I was quite surprised at that. So why did I go where I went? Well, you might remember last week I was further up and to the left in the video, and then looking at other people's opinions and looking at it again, I went lower, but I went much lower. I went down to about here. But then when I looked at this guy on the right, I thought, no, he's looking higher than that. So I went back up to there and I settled at that. Now, I did check other people's videos and I took notice of what people said in the comments. But when I looked at Cam's video, now his average cross is very close to where the winning cross was today. But why I didn't give it too much justification was because there's a cross all the way up here which would have thrown it out. There's 3 crosses all the way down here which would have thrown it out. There's one all the way up here, and I thought, no, I can't see it somehow. They just seemed too far out and I wasn't too sure how that would affect the average. So I thought, I'll stick where I am for now. I also looked at Diana's video. It was one of my subscribers and has started making videos. Go and check it out. And she had put 2 crosses. Actually, I think she ended up putting 3 crosses, but there was 2 crosses in this area, which was very close to where the winning cross actually was. So I'm pretty sure you must have been in zone 1 this week, Diana, so well done for that. So the judges, what did they do? So if you look at this player on the left, the lines from his eye lines there, it's quite a narrow band there, so I suppose that's acceptable there. I wouldn't be entirely 100% that he's looking this far to the right, but half of the judges, 4 out of the 8, have gone that far to the right, so got to give some credence to that. But I don't think his player in black is looking that high, so I'm not too sure they'd be there. Now, this is the final result. They haven't taken anybody out. I think you'd have to be really picky to take those 2 out and that one out there on the left, so that the winning cross fell in the middle of these 5. It would make sense, but I think that's being overly picky because these other 3 are not far enough away from the cluster to warrant sort of removing them. And again, those 2 top ones are quite close together, so, could you justify saying, well, they're both wrong? But that's where we are. Not a lot I can say about it, really. So what have I done this week? Let's have a look. Well, so far I've only put 1 cross on there, and I might well only do 2 crosses this week. My free one, which is the ABD RS6, and I might go for the £250,000, and of course the 50,000 on top to make it £300,000. Who doesn't want £300,000? It's a lot of money, isn't it? So why have I gone where I've gone so far? Bear in mind I change it every week after I've done the video. Well, this guy, he's looking quite steep, but he's still looking, if you look at his eyeball, he's still looking sort of slightly ahead of him. So he's looking along that line there somewhere. And this fella on the left, let me just draw a couple of lines here, it might be easier. This fella on the left isn't looking awfully high. So if I draw a line to my 1 cross there from him, and 1 from this guy's eye up through my cross, it's sort of, at the moment it looks quite feasible that both of them could be looking at that cross. But we'll see how the rest of the week goes. I'll see what everybody else says. I'll take it all under advisement, and I'll come back again later in the week with fresh eyes and have another look. Chances are I'll move it, but at the moment that's looking okay for me. So let me know what you think in the comments, guys. Tell me how you did. I was interested to see if everybody else was in zone 1 or zone 2 or whatever, and let me know how you think this week's cross should be moved. Cheers everyone, speak next week.